In the criminal justice system, the people are represented by two separate yet equally important groups: the police who investigate crime and the district attorneys who prosecute the offenders. In the criminal justice system, the people are represented by two separate yet equally important groups: the police who investigate crime and the district attorneys who prosecute the offenders. Sexually based offenses are considered especially heinous. All defendants are innocent until proven guilty. Justice system, the people are represented by two separate yet equally important groups: the police who investigate crime and the district attorneys who prosecute the offenders. Sexually based offenses are considered especially heinous. The worst criminal offenders are pursued by the detectives of the Major Case Squad. These are their stories.
Wix gives you the power of AI to build the website you need.
In the criminal justice system, the people are represented by two separate yet equally important groups: the police who investigate crime and the district attorneys who prosecute the offenders. In the criminal justice system, the people are represented by two separate yet equally important groups: the police who investigate crime and the district attorneys who prosecute the offenders. Sexually based offenses are considered especially heinous. All defendants are innocent until proven guilty.
Thank you. Alright. I should have probably got some ambience or stuff, but I think it's time to get started. So, I've tested everything before we actually started. Everything was working fine, so fingers crossed it will work now. So everything you're going to see on screen is local to OBS and Sammy. No scuff, fingers crossed. Alright, now...
Welcome to the court case of Chad versus Franx. Today we are going to find the truth and determine if the following allegations are true or not.
I'm innocent! So, we've got a few allegations that we're, fighting against today. You might have seen some on Twitter, but...
Stealing cheese from viewers, starting a cult, attempting to flee and escape charges. We will be addressing the charges one by one, beginning with the alleged theft of cheese. Defense, please make your opening statement.
Alright, so as you can see, you guys are both defense and... Yes, the time has come. I'm facing the charges. I did not try to run away. Allegedly, I tried to run away from them. But we're here. Now, TCS should be active. There shouldn't be any issues. Also, you guys should have the power to do live... Newbie, thank you! Thank you so much for the raid.
Breaking news as famous streamer Undefined puts more eyes on this court case.
Yes, that's right.
I'll choose my side once I hear the allegations.
Uh-oh. That's not meant to
Hey, no.
happen.
Thank you to all the new people joining us as we broadcast the case of the century. Streamer Franx has been called out as an alleged cult leader, cheese thief and owner of an ominous portrait. We're seeing people's live thoughts through our #suite integration redeems, and seeing how these professional lawyers are handling the wild allegations being thrown around. Let's get back to the court case.
Thank you so much for
I
the
tried
raid.
to. I asterisco allegedly asterisco tried to. Oh god, guilty already.
I hope you had... Whoops, I did not mean to do that. How do I unpin that? I hope you guys had a good stream. We have just started our court case. We have, this is my defense lawyer here.
I think those allegations are false.
Exactly. So what's going to be happening tonight is we have a few allegations to get through.
We enjoy throwing brain cells at walls as we try to solve puzzles cara sonriente.
Nice. It looked really fun. I saw you guys were doing like a power wash simulator type escape room. which looked fun. But yeah, we are doing a live court case. You can redeem, yes, you can live tweet and your things will be shown on screen. We also, if I have to go and grab something, for example, we also have this scene, which is where you guys can discuss anything you want and everything should be done in TTS. You'll be split between the two of these two. But yes, we have a few allegations to get through. And how it's going to work is we've got the defense side. You and us. We're working together to disprove the allegations. Then you guys can...
Мортан один брейнсел АЕС currently present Visue.
And then you guys can also, you know, this is prosecution point of view. So you guys can throw out reasons that I would be guilty for something like stealing cheese, which I would never do. And then we're plugging in all of the reasons that you've listed into ChatGPT, and ChatGPT is going to decide if I'm guilty or not. And the judge will be the one to read that out. Guilty for being told we can't control these things, you know? That's not one of the charges. All right. So the defense statement. I've talked about this to you, right? We are not guilty for stealing the cheese because all cheese belongs to us, right? So, in the case of all cheese belonging to us, I think that's a solid defense.
Yes, comrade.
Yes. See, okay, if we just put that forward as our defense, right? There's no way that they can counter all cheese belonging to us. Are we happy with that as our statement?
He accused you for stealing our cheese.
All right.
Guilty is just easier to say than not guilty, so that gets my vote.
All right. I know that guilty is easier to say, but not guilty, you know, sounds nicer. So with the live tweets, those ones aren't actually meant to be read out when you claim them. It's more of just you can make a comment, but it won't be read through CTS. There's a bug where sometimes it does.
AHOK.
Yes. Alright. So let me pull up ChatGPT. So the defense's statement currently is all cheese belongs to us.
Frank guilty of being taller than Danso.
Wait, that's not even a crime that's being discussed right now. That's not a crime. It's not a crime to be tall.
Your Honor, my client is lactose intolerant.
That's a genius play. That's a genius play.
@R3 move name, Yodafuck.
Okay, yes, my lawyer is right. I am lactose intolerant. I couldn't steal that cheese. So, you know, why would I? Why would I steal the cheese that I cannot eat? Alright, I'm writing that down. That's a fantastic point. Thank you. I did hire a good lawyer. Does the prosecution have any statements on why Franx should be found guilty for stealing the cheese?
The BBQ evidence on the CCT says service.
You have evidence? Oh god. Wait, no. Hypothetically, you have evidence. Unless, you know, do they have evidence?
Yes, we do.
Oh no. Okay. So you have some evidence. But the only evidence that you've added into the evidence pile is this photo. Even if you have CCTV, this is the only evidence that was added into the evidence folder. That one file.
There are photos of a certain tal person across from short PPL.
Wait, are you saying that that person saw me steal the cheese? Is that what you're saying? Alright.
You can't name them, but yes.
You can't name them yet, but okay. That right there is a portrait of Kentra.
Z person звездочка S звездочка Z cheese.
They are the cheese? Oh no. But I didn't steal them. I mean, they're right there. I clearly didn't steal them. Evidence, I would like to call for an objection. A person cannot be cheese.
Someone did.
But it wasn't us.
A person cannot be cheese.
I think that's a good objection. I'm just saying. I'm part cheese since I was once milk. I mean, I can see the sad memorial photo, but that doesn't mean anything. You know? It doesn't mean that I stole the cheese. But you've made your point. I think a judge needs to decide. Do you have any closing statements? I knew it, cheese. I did not.
My mater was part cheese.
Your mother was part cheese. Oh god, there are cheese people. Oh no. Okay. Well, I think unless you have any closing statements, we're going to put this forward to the judge. My defense is, as my lawyer said,
Judge sentenced her to 5 years in making of cheese.
the making of cheese. That doesn't sound like a bad punishment.
LMAO.
Alright. We're gonna cut to the news while ChatGPT decides. I mean, the judge decides if we are guilty or not.
But she can't eat any of the cheese. Cheese. She could give it to others. Doesn't mean she can't give it to a third-party member.
Okay. It looks
I
like
think that's true.
the judge... Oh god. The judge is taking a while to decide.
But are there cheese people out there?
Okay. Let's have a look what the judge has decided.
I'm half human, half cheese.
Given the presented arguments and assuming the photo is legitimate and clearly shows Franx stealing the cheese, the evidence supports a finding of guilty. However, this verdict is contingent upon the photo's authenticity and the lack of compelling evidence from the defense regarding Franx's inability to eat cheese.
That doesn't say whether we're guilty or not.
Law.
The judge needs more time to decide?
Is it guilty?
Oh god.
LMAO. I heard it.
Based on the information provided, the defense claims Franx cannot eat cheese, suggesting she has no motive to steal it. The prosecution presents a memorial photo allegedly showing Franx stealing the cheese.
SHECANATCHS tell us all the time.
Given the current information and assuming the photo is clear and authentic, Franx is guilty of stealing the cheese.
No! Okay. I swear I'm innocent. I would never tell anyone I can eat cheese.
Yes.
No. Okay. I'm gonna recuperate this. We've still got 2 more charges that we could clear. The cheese one, you found again.
Before she went in vacation literally said she was buying cheese for food.
I claim the fifth. The fifth, is that the one that's silent? I'm not saying anything. I'm the rule of silence or whatever. I guess I'm guilty already. This.
And having Chesor meals.
Oh no. Alright. I've been had. I'm guilty. The judges found me guilty. I guess we gotta move on to the second lot of charges.
Says Bullinak those cheese for a third party.
Exactly! I never stated I was eating the cheese. I never stated I was eating the cheese. I am gonna go back to court to fight that one later. Alright. This court is a sham.
The second allegation Franx is facing is the crime of starting a cult. Defense, please make your statement.
Alright, so this one, okay, I'm guilty on one charge, that's fine, but this is a ridiculous accusation. I might have started a Discord server, but it's not for cult members. There's been a clear show of free will of everyone in that server.
Says a vampire pretty cool like if I kame. Your Honor, my client played so Oopsie Daisy.
I do claim Oopsie Daisy. Alright, let's get rid of that last evidence. Thank you so much also for the follow. Yeah, no, we plead guilty. I mean, not guilty.
Hey.
We plead innocent. We plead innocent. I have not started
Our
a
glorious
cult.
leader, Imin. My client would never do such a thing on purpose.
Exactly. We wouldn't.
She said guilty.
That was an accident. Okay, that was.
She said guilty.
SHSAADIT.
Look, I might have said it, but it was an accident. I'm not actually guilty. I'm innocent. I started that Discord, and people show signs of free will. You know, people in a cult can still join voluntarily, but this is a community, not a cult. Come on. All right. I don't think they got anything to get us with, right? Okay, let's go to the prosecution. Do they have anything?
I was the first member. Chef Arsetem.
Oh god, it's not looking good. I'd just like to say I forced no one into this. No one was forced to join. It looks like people are live tweeting about the
I have
guilt.
the DM log of my forced joining.
You have the DM log.
The idea you start a cult. People in the cult can live if they want, so yes. Lured the members with promises of string cheese.
These are allegations. These
No one you say.
I need evidence. You can't just say this without evidence.
Уерет шеджет the cheese. IWAS invited NSHETOLDM to JOINORLs.
I never threatened anyone to join the cult. It's not a cult. It's not a cult. It's a community, guys.
She told them free V-Bucks and to your eyes my V-Bucks.
I
HUH.
never promised anyone V-Bucks.
Literally said cool.
You just say it IT.
I said nothing. I said nothing. Alright. It's not looking good for us. We need some kind of defense. They have a lot of claims, a lot of people with evidence.
Francis Cooker.
You're my lawyer. You shouldn't
He
be
never
saying
got
I'm
an invite.
cooked.
Hashtag guilty. I have here in a cult mansion in cult Robeson Camerea.
Wait, you're my lawyer. You're not meant to be saying this. Come on. We gotta have something. Look, it's an open Discord community. There's no cult behavior happening in it whatsoever. Oh god. They're even live tweeting about it now. Oh, it's not looking good. All right. Okay. Our statement. We couldn't start a cult because, there's no cult-like activity happening in the Discord server. How is it a cult? There's no evidence of it being a cult. It's just a Discord server. I think that's it for what defense has. It's not looking good for us. All right. How about prosecution? Do they have anything left? Okay, well, prosecution has nothing.
Burto.
Okay, it looks like we're gonna pass over to the
You
judge soon.
started to being a cult, you just lazy.
What? Excuse me. I'm not active in the Discord server. So wait, that's even more proof that it's not a cult. Thank you, prosecution. There's been a large-scale amount of baby goats stolen from the... I have nothing to do with baby goats going missing. I'm just saying.
Dan ite.
Alright, we're gonna pass over to the judge soon. If you have any last comments to add in...
She started a cult to be lazy.
Wait, a cult to be lazy sounds fire. I don't see any issues with that, right? They just reap the... Cult leaders are highly active in their communities. Oh god.
Interesting.
Okay, well... So the current thing for defense is just that it's an open Discord server. Prosecution has...
Starting a cult to be lazy, I is still starting a cult.
I never said I started a cult to be lazy. I said that's a good thing. I said that's an interesting thing to do, and I respect it.
What about where you could bully an insane woman in an asylum?
When did I do that? When? Huh? You've got no evidence. Alright. It's not looking good.
A good thing, HUH, you like doing good things, right?
Exactly! Like my lawyer said, I like doing good
recordings.
things.
We have the DMS.
The DM's proving my innocence.
You and this cine aoi fella.
Oh god. Okay. Alright, look. It's not a cult. It's an open Discord server, which anyone can join. And, have free will. You're not forced to do anything if you join. You can just exist. You can have fun with the other members, not of a cult, just of the server. That's what we've got for defense.
Cultus let non join LMAO. A
But this...
cult doing good things, I is still a cult.
Okay, but this isn't a cult. This is a Discord server. Very, very different. And I mean...
You're forcing others to have fun.
Forcing others to have fun isn't a bad thing. I would never force anyone to have fun. But hypothetically, if I did, it's not a bad thing, right? Right? Oh, it's looking so bad. Oh god. Okay. Hear me out. A cult leader isn't ever gonna tell you it's a cult. No.
Don't look at your lawyer.
There is not much to do in the cult, so we're hell bound by rules.
Why did you feel the need to keep the crossed out cult in your welcome page? That was a typo. I fixed the typo. So it's, you know, we all make mistakes. I want to appear human, alright? That's all.
If she started a cult, point to an active cult member.
And you can't point to a single active cult member. Because there are none, it's not a cult.
Can we talk about her fans when she speaks sexy fans?
Okay, I don't see where we're going with this. But, I do have fangs. It's just, you know, a simple thing. You go to the dentist, you ask them for prosthetic fangs. They're fake, by the way, fake. I'm not a vampire. Why is no one questioning the prosecutor as a former
Too many cult-like things.
Are you even on my side? I feel like my lawyer's, you know, acting up against me. Alright, I guess this is all the evidence that we've got. Let's see what the judge says.
Key points to consider. The definition of a cult typically includes aspects of manipulation, control, and coercion of members. The defense's assertion that it is just an open Discord server is insufficient if the evidence demonstrates coercive and manipulative behavior.
No.
The prosecution's evidence of forcing people to join, making promises of rewards to entice participation,
I never
and using
promised
threats to
V-Bucks.
maintain control are strong indicators of cult-like behavior. The chat logs, if authentic and clearly showing these behaviors, provide concrete proof of the allegation.
Oh god, it's not looking good for me.
Decision. Based on the provided arguments and evidence, the defense has not provided sufficient evidence to counter the claims of coercive and manipulative behavior.
Oh no.
The prosecution's evidence, particularly the chat logs, clearly shows actions that align with cult-like behavior. Verdict. Franx is found guilty of starting a cult based on the evidence of coercion, manipulation, and threats, as demonstrated in the chat logs.
Oh god. Okay. It's not looking good for us.
The final allegation Franx is facing is attempt to flee, under the pretense of being sick. Defense, please prepare your statement.
I was not trying to flee. I was genuinely sick and had to reschedule the court date because, you know, I don't want to spread my germs to my lawyer who's right here or anyone else. So it's not attempt to flee. It is just having to reschedule, you know? Rescheduling a court case is a normal thing. Even if you caught me running away, I was just, you know, fever dream.
May the lawyer would be glad to be sick, although.
Okay, I know you want to get out of work as well, but your person being sick is fine.
It was just a coincidence you were found at the airport in sunglasses and a fake mustache. She was sick.
Exactly. I was sick. What was I sick with? Did I get a doctor's note? I was unable to get a doctor's note, but I mean, I'm here today.
Sick with ligma.
That is not a very professional prosecutor thing to say. But actually keep doing that, because then I might win a case. The prosecution has nothing for this one.
Им сикто, SICKOF this LIES решетка guilty.
No! That's not a lie. I'm sick. You can hear me coughing. I've been coughing throughout this court case.
Fake off too.
But the common cold is no reason to skip court.
It was a fever. Which is why I, had a fever dream and, went to the airport because, we do silly things when we've got a high temperature. That's all I'm saying. So, you can make bad decisions, and it's not attempting to flee. It's attempting to escape fever dreams. I got nothing for this one.
She fucking IT, you can hear IT.
I am not faking it, okay? Fever dream likely story. We all get sick. We all, when you have a high temperature, You can't control these things. I think the prosecution is
VOD you have a plane ticket IFIT was a fever dream.
because in my fever dream.
No, we don't.
Wait, we're saying we don't have a plane ticket? I never had a plane ticket. It wasn't me. And if I did, it was probably because I had a fever and didn't know what I was doing. But how can you prove you had a fever? There's no doctor's note. Was there anyone else who can confirm your sickness/fever? Yes.
It was about ticket to the moon.
It probably would be with the fever I had. Exactly. So it's not a legitimate ticket. And I think everyone at the airport, hypothetically, could vouch for me as witnesses in this court case to say that, yes, I was very clearly sick.
Oh, really? Who then?
Okay, if we go to the airport, we can find the witnesses. But there are witnesses. We can put this court case on hold until we get them.
She was and looked fin. Tall but fin. Can we call them to the stand? Вопросительный знак. Find witnesses. You were able to establish an alibi with everyone at the airport but were too sick for court.
Yeah, exactly. I was too sick to come to court. I had a fever dream and went to the airport and bought a
We
ticket
are
to the
all
moon.
witnesses asterisk, comrade asterisco.
I know we just were found guilty for having, established a cult. But we don't have to, say comrade, okay? Thank you so much for the raid. Wait, why is this not playing?
STINKYYYYYYY.
Breaking news as famous streamer Undefined puts more eyes on this court case.
Did you have someone at the airport with you?
Yes, that's
Oh
right.
God, the
This
TCS
Just an
is breaking.
Undefined has brought their fans in to watch this case happen live.
Thank you to all the new people joining us as we broadcast the case of the century. Streamer Franx has been called out as an alleged cult leader, cheese thief and owner of an ominous portrait. We're seeing people's live thoughts through our #suite integration redeems, and seeing how these professional lawyers are handling the wild allegations being thrown around. Let's get back to the court case.
You were more concerned about spreading germs at the court, but not about SPREADING them nationwide at the airport.
I was sick, and while I didn't have too high of a fever, I explained that I could
Dearly fellow
not
comrade
go to
Franx.
court. But then my fever got worse, and I found myself at the airport booking a ticket. That doesn't mean that I wasn't sick. That in fact proves that, I was sick. Also, I will. Thank you for the raid. I hope you had a good stream.
Hey Will,
So I don't know what you're gonna say about that prosecution, because it's sounding like I have a valid reason. I was sick.
Yo. Sickness is no excuse for bad behavior, at the charges you honor.
No,
Fran was found guilty under 2 charges.
I know that I've been found guilty for stealing cheese and starting a cult, but that doesn't mean that
she may be a cheese thief, but she bought me macas on Ceso.
Exactly. I'm a good person. I wouldn't try and run away from a court case or charges. So, thank you. You did it. You did a good job with that. 2 might as well be 3. I disagree.
You have bribed your lawyer. You can't be bought with food.
You cannot be bought with food. But, okay, look, you had no control of going to the airport, but you had control of not going to court. Exactly. I was too sick to go to court, but not able to control my sickness and found myself at the airport. Less concerned about spreading germs in the airport to a massive amount of people. Exactly. You guys are so important to me. I would never get you sick if I could help it. That's all I'm saying.
You wanna be sick.
I know you keep trying to get out of work, but if I'm...
Liz.
It's not lies. It's not lies at all. Look, I'm still...
All these allegations don't change her as a person. She did not mean to cause these things to happen. They were out of her control.
Exactly. As my lawyer said, I had no way to control my fever causing me to end up at the airport and buying a ticket. I wasn't trying to escape the court case or escape these allegations. I was, sick, unable to control the fever in my head. Franx is found guilty of being a super spreader. Oh god, is that a new charge that we have to defend against? Alright, I think it's almost time that we go and we put up the allegations to the judge.
Lawyer is obviously high of HIS marvelous. We can't trust the defense.
We can trust the defense, alright? We can. We have footage of you getting deliberately coughed on in days leading up to the case. No, I would never try to get sick.
UberTRYING to get sick.
I would never try to get sick before such an important court case. I know this is an important thing.
How do we know the defense isn't a cult member?
Even if the defense is a part of my open community Discord server and not a cult, allegedly a cult proved in court, but allegedly, they're still my lawyer. They're still doing the best they can. Doesn't matter if they're in alleged cult.
Fran has been seen leaking bathroom flowers to jet sick.
How do you know that? How? Without evidence, I object to that statement.
Well, either you were trying to jet sick or have some recreational reason from getting caget on. Allegedly, you were literally just found guilty of having a cult. Say it is true.
I never said
Wait.
it was true. Allegedly. Yes.
ONVM, she denied it.
Yes, exactly. I did deny it. It's not true unless you have evidence. And there's no evidence.
She didn't at first and I was concerned.
No. We're all good. I know I gotta say I didn't do that one.
Said, how did he know?
Hypothetically, if I was doing that, how would you know? That's what I meant. I meant nothing else. Nothing else by that. Alright, we're gonna hand over to the judge very shortly. The judge is just writing notes.
Ask them to join us at one time when we are stealing cheese.
We've already been found guilty of starting the cult. We can't do much else.
Your Discord is Cayel de Cotorio Franx.
Exactly. The coterie, the group, the family.
Closing argument, guilty for the lols.
No, not guilty for the lols.
Clued.
This would help if I was a faster typer. Basically, we have, am I guilty of trying to flee court?
The judge is so smart and pretty and knows says guilty.
Defense is I was sick. I had a fever. I ended up at the airport. Wasn't my fault. I'm here today. That's what matters. I'm so type, but yes. All right. While I finish this, we'll go to the news who are, highlighting the whole court case.
Lucky think the fact she was found in her PJs at the airport proves she wasn't of sound mind.
All right. We're almost done. Wait, is the TTS not working on this screen?
Lol.
Oh, there we go.
Chat, is this real? The news is broken. It's as real as it gets.
Wait, is everyone the person on the left? Chat should be divided between the two. Okay. Just to make sure I've got this right.
Herpejotas, SHJS those are her traveling.
Sick news.
This is shocking to see chat. I can't believe that no one brought up the stolen passports.
Stolen passports? The what?
Le what?
What do you mean by stolen passports? Please explain. I will not have my person attacked, you know?
From her cult members. With her picture glued on. Still as cheese and airport is what's next. We game it.
I would never sink as low as Vegemite. I would never. Don't you dare insult my honor. Alright.
Yeah, I believe that.
Okay. I think it's time for the
Sure.
judge to make this statement.
HUH.
Defense argument. The defense argument. The defense claims Franx was genuinely sick and found in her pajamas at the airport,
Exactly.
indicating she was not attempting to flee but rather was in a state of illness.
Exactly.
This argument hinges on Franx's physical condition and appearance, suggesting a lack of intent to escape but rather a need for medical attention or an emergency.
Amen.
Prosecution argument. The prosecution presents evidence of Franx at the airport, indicating an attempt to flee court charges.
I was out of my mind.
Additionally,
I had
the
a fever.
prosecution alleges that Franx was observed licking the floor to deliberately get sick,
Oh god.
suggesting premeditation to use illness as an excuse to avoid court.
It's not
Key
true.
points to consider. The presence of Franx at the airport, regardless of her physical condition, raises questions about her intent. If Franx was genuinely sick, her presence at the airport could be explained by a need for urgent medical travel or seeking assistance, but this needs substantiation. The act of licking the floor to get
What
sick,
have you guys
if proven,
done?
indicates a deliberate attempt to manipulate her condition to evade court charges. Decision. Based on the provided arguments and evidence, the defense provides a plausible explanation for Franx's condition and appearance at the airport,
God, it's not
but
looking
it lacks
good for us.
substantiating evidence, such as medical records or testimony. The prosecution's evidence of Franx at the airport and the alleged act of licking the
No,
floor suggest a
I'm not a
deliberate
floor
attempt to
licker.
avoid court charges. The act of licking the floor, if corroborated, indicates premeditated behavior to feign illness. Verdict. Given the
How did
evidence
it
and
come to
arguments,
this?
Franx is found guilty of attempting
No,
to escape
no,
court
I mean-
charges. The prosecution's evidence, particularly the alleged premeditated act of trying to get sick, outweighs the defense's claim of genuine
I
illness.
should have got that doctor's note. I should have got that doctor's note. Oh
Off,
god. Why did I hire you?
off,
We lost all 3 cases.
y tried.
Thank you. Thank you for trying. Well, I think I'm going to prison now. I think we gotta sort that out. I'm not beating the allegations of being a floor licker. What's
What's your
my
jail
jail
time?
time? Alright. The judge hasn't announced that.
I'm glad I remembered the floor licking story you told me. Chat GPT has branded you the floor licker. Be grateful.
And what was, oh god.
@R3 movename Ayo.
Let's have a look at how long we are going to jail for. Oh no. Guys, it's not looking good. Okay. Well, we've done our time. We'll do our time.
Sentencing. Starting a cult. Given the severity of manipulating and coercing individuals, promising rewards, and making threats, the court sentences Franx to 5 years in prison. Cult activities have serious social and psychological impacts, and this sentence reflects the gravity of these actions. Stealing cheese. Considering
I'll
this
give
is
you
a
your
relatively
V-Bucks.
minor theft, and taking into account the context and circumstances, the court sentences Franx to 6 months in prison for theft.
6 months for
This
stealing
sentence
cheese?
aims to address the criminal act while recognizing its lesser severity compared to the other charges. Attempting to flee the law. Attempting to escape court charges is a serious offense as it undermines the judicial process.
Oh god.
The court sentences Franx to 2 years in prison for this charge.
I was
This
sick.
sentence reflects the need to uphold the integrity of the legal system and deter such behavior. Total sentence. The sentences for starting a cult, stealing cheese, and attempting to flee the law will run consecutively, resulting in a total prison term of 7 years and 6 months. Additional considerations. The court recommends that Franx undergoes psychological evaluation and counseling during her imprisonment to address any underlying issues contributing to her behavior.
Oh no.
Franx will also be required to perform community service related to public education on the dangers of cults and the importance of adhering to the law, to be carried out after her release. Final ruling. Franx is hereby sentenced to a total of 7 years and 6 months in prison, with additional recommendations for psychological counseling and community service. The court stands adjourned.
Guys, I don't think I'm gonna be able to stream for a while. It's not looking good. Alright. Well, you know, it is what it is. We can't change the things that we've done, but we can change the things that we do going forward. I might have allegedly started a cult. I might have done certain things that I'm not proud of. But we're here. We cannot get time off. But I'll have you know, this isn't gonna stop us. Next week, Thursday, we're gonna be doing a get out of jail stream. And we're gonna get out of jail. I can't trust my lawyer to defend me well enough, but I can trust my skills to get out of jail. So we're doing a jailbreak stream next week. Next week, Thursday, 7 p.m. I will see you there. Thank you so much, everyone who came by. I will see you next week as we break out of jail. And thank you again. Thank you again, everyone, for hanging out. We're gonna go raid Kentra before I get taken away to jail. And I will catch you all next time. Thank you, everyone who made it. I'll catch you later. Bye-bye.